Hi friends, so welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Katie with Reynolds Budgets, and today I'm going to do a payday routine with you guys. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys do, please give me a big old thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I love chatting with you guys, and let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, I first want to mention that we are in full wedding mode over here. I think we just have 2 weeks for the big day for my stepson and his fiance. So our table, well, my table that we do our videos on is also like our prepping for wedding, like favors, all that good stuff. So it's a little messy, so I'm hoping I can dig enough room for my videos. So let's go ahead and start with, what should we do? Let's do our check-in first. I know it's been a spendy month this month already. Look at all of our transactions. Well, I don't have to do the 12th. We're doing Friday to Thursday. So we have a lot to go over. I don't know how I want to do this. I think I want to have scratch paper. Let me go ahead and grab something. I'll use the back of this. This is my cheat sheet for today's video. I can go ahead and fold it in half and use it for a little note page here, just so I can track as I go, because I realize that these are super dark after I highlight them. So I just want to kind of like keep track, and yeah, you'll see enough babbling. Okay, so we have categories of business, our allowance / spending, gas, going out, groceries, and miscellaneous. And we did so much spending this week. So first, let's do our categories. So business. And we have money set aside in our account to cover our business expenses. So we have an Etsy transaction for $55.20. And that is yellow. So let's go ahead and try and see if I can go through all of the business transactions first. So that was business. Shoot. I think I might have to go to my tracker because I have Amazon purchases and I don't know if they're all business or if there's some personal. All right, let me go ahead and look through this quick. 65, 85. Oh, that's not the same week. Well, I thought I was going to be prepared today. Okay, $55.20 was a miscellaneous expense. It wasn't even a business expense. I think it was a business expense. I'm keeping it as a business. I'm just going to say business. Okay. Amazon $65.87 was miscellaneous. So let's go ahead and grab that marker. I guess we're just going to do one by one, just so I don't mess them up, you guys. Okay. So miscellaneous $65.87. I think that was for my dad's birthday gift. Yeah, I know it was. I sent him a gift card and a little something to go with the gift card. Okay, so that was miscellaneous. We have our allowance. That was $150. Tim gets 100. I get 50. Perfect. Then Amazon for $28.59. That was business. So $28.59. And then we're going to do allowance spending. We'll do $150. Okay. So $28.59 was business, so we can go ahead and highlight that. And I do also want to point out on here, so on our payday on Friday, we did make a payment towards our Chase card for $450, and that paid for all of these transactions. So anytime we like make a payment and it covers these items, I'm just going to put a check mark. So I think I had like $50 left that covered that wasn't part of any of the transactions. So that went towards the balance. So I just want to point that out. Okay, so I had a nail appointment and I had to put a deposit down and it actually got canceled. So I'm super bummed about that, and I think I might go into that later. But nails is $17.50. I think I put that under miscellaneous. Let me see. Nails, yeah, miscellaneous. Because I usually pay for my nails in cash. So miscellaneous. Okay, we have Etsy for $222, and I know that is business related. So let's do $17.50 and $222. Go back to my page. Okay, so then we have 3 Amazon purchases. So let's go ahead and see. So 7010 was business. The next one is 2859. That was business. 2859. And then my cat loves those sticks. I call them stinky sticks. And we also got her some other like wet food. So I'm going to say pets, and we're going to take this money out of our sinking funds to put back in the bank. And I'm just going to put sinking funds. And this was $60, I'm just going to say $60. It was $60.32. So I am just going to leave that. I guess I should make one that says like sinking funds. I don't know. But I'm just not going to highlight that to know that came from the envelope that we have cash set aside for. Okay, so let's, oh, I need to keep this open. Make sure I'm in frame. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is Hannaford. I know that is groceries right off the top. So we had $61.46 for groceries on Sunday. And that is purple. Alipay, $53.51. That is a business expense. I know those were for my scratch off stickers. Then we went to the tap room as a family. So that would be an out. And we spent $115.54. I know the kids are grown-ups, but I don't like splitting the bill with them. Like it's just not my thing. So we pay when we go out as a family. So then at Sam's Club, we had to go get more trash bags, but I'm going to put it under groceries. So that was $18.97 and then $1.08 because we got a pretzel, but I'm just going to count it all as groceries. I did go to TJ Maxx. I had a really bad day on Monday. Just my 9 to 5 stressed me out so bad that I needed to get out of the house. I need some retail therapy. So I did go to TJ Maxx. I'm going to put it under, I think, spending. And I did find a new purse for, it was only $35. It wasn't an expensive purse. I don't buy like designer things. It's never been like my thing. What am I putting this under? Spending. So I am going to count that as my birthday gift to me from my hubby, just so it's something I like and exactly what I want. So I did also get a few other things. So it came to $140 exactly. But yeah, I'm excited about that. So Duncan was going out, and that is $50 for our card. We have like the reward card, and they just scan it to get more points. So our going out is blue, and that was $50. Then we have Etsy for $8.37. So that will be business. A lot of business transactions just because I had to restock, get new product in the shop. So then the last day was Etsy again for $16.53. We had an Amazon purchase for $9.28. So let me go ahead and go back and see what that was for. So $9.28 was for spending. $9.28. And then we have Etsy for $23.19 and $9.10. And that will be for business. Okay, so that was all of our transactions for this week. Oh, I think I have a gas. Did I have a gas transaction? Dang it. Where did I not put it on? Maybe I didn't put it on. I know we got gas. Let me go ahead and go back and see. I think we paid with it. Yeah, $9.11. Okay, let me add that. We got gas for $53. So gas, 53. I thought we did gas. Let me check our checking account, make sure we don't have any other transactions. I think we usually just use that to do our Hannaford's, like our groceries, and then our Shell, I pay. Okay, so gas is our little teal greenish color. All right, so that was all of our transactions. So we're gonna go up to the back to our check-in page and see what we spent and how we are on budget. I know I went way over on so many, like probably all of them. So let's go ahead and calculate these. So we have business first. So we have a lot of business transactions, but that's okay because we get paid from Etsy again during this paycheck, and I'm putting more money away, and then I will pay the card that we went over. So business. So we spent $295.40 in business, and our budget was $200. So we are definitely negative in that. So negative $95.40. All right, so business is done. Let's go ahead and go to spending is next. Go ahead and add these. All right, so we spent $299.28. I'm just gonna round that up to 300. So we technically have $150 left to spend for the month in our budget. Gas, we only had one transaction for $53. And right now my husband doesn't use gas because he's been driving his big truck home. So I'm been keeping my gas budget the same just because I know once winter comes, he's not going to drive his truck home, and then we're going to have to cover his gas again. So I'm just going to leave that be. Okay, we did that. Next is going out. So that is this one. So that's $165.54. So we'll do 166 for going out. So we had a balance of 450 minus 166. So that is 284. And then groceries, that's done. Let's go ahead and give this an add. Is 81.51. So groceries 82. So well, that one I do the cents. Oh, all right, let's go ahead and do the cents on this too. So that was a 151. So we have 367.56 minus 81.51. So we still have 286.05 in groceries. And then miscellaneous was 65.87 plus 17.50 was 83. Let's just do, well, that one has changed too. I'll know next month not to do change. So that was 83.37. So let's go ahead and subtract that. So our miscellaneous minus 83.37. Okay, so I'm only negative once in our business, but we are going to go back and add I think $200. So we can add that after we do our check-in page. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this together. So our transactions, we spent almost $979 this week. That is insane, you guys. I know some of it, like 300 of it was for business, but still. Okay, so then we want to take it. So let's go ahead and add this. So 1,077.88. So then I think if we do these two numbers, they should equal. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, I was close. Yeah. Summers I'm off just a couple, but that's fine. So business, we're starting out with negative 95.40. Spending, we have a balance of 150. Gas is 407. Going out is 284. We have groceries for I'm just going to do 286. And then miscellaneous is going to be 46. So let me go ahead and add this together. Okay, so 1,077. So we still have 2 full weeks. So we'll see how the last week, because I mean, we spent almost $1,000 here. So that could not be, you know, that could be bad for us. So let's go ahead and go to our paycheck breakdown page. So let's see what paycheck we are on, the 9th and the 10th. Let's go ahead and move my paper clip just because I don't want it to mess my handwriting up. Okay, so I do have a little draft that I did when I got paid. I'm just going to have it off to the side to refer to. I don't know where to put it, so it's out of the way. Okay, we're done with our highlighters. Okay, so Etsy, our budget amount was $130, and you guys rocked my stocks off once again this week. And we had $794.17, which is crazy. So thank you everybody who placed an order with me. Thank you, Busy Lizzie, for posting. And yeah, just thank you, thank you, thank you. Tim, we expected his rollover after he pays his things, like he pays like all of our house bills and whatnot. We expected 617, and he did put in a ton of overtime last week, and he had an overnight, which means he didn't come home, so he had to stay out. So we have an additional, so he total brought over 1,050. So then if we add these together, so we have $1,844 to work with, which is amazing. So our bills. XM Radio, I put 0 because that was a bill last week. And then you guys are gonna be so proud of me. Planet Fitness, $10. I did go to Planet Fitness and cancel my membership because I think I only went there once since I've had it, and I've had it for over a year. So I was able to go in there and cancel it. So we have no bills for this week, which is kind of like crazy. So we have 0, and then we have 1844 to work with. So down here at the bottom, make sure you guys are still good. Yes. Okay. So 1844. Allowance, I think everything stayed the same. Yes. So we have 50 going to me. Tim gets 100. Then we budgeted 100 for gas, 100 for going out, and 100 for groceries. So that is total $450. So 1844 minus 450 is 1394. So 1394 up here. So since our budget was first with that 747, I didn't have a lot of sinking funds here just because our budget didn't stretch enough to do a lot of sinking funds. But since we actually made more than what we thought, I have more sinking funds to add in. So we're going to go ahead and go with our Etsy. We need more business supplies. So we're going to put $200 away for that. And then our nail fund, I have a story, so I'm just going to put a question mark, and that's going to be 100. And then we have our minis, which is getting actually $50. So that's super exciting. My sinking funds, so like our sinking fund savings, we are putting away 130. Let me double check my numbers because I think I have this written down somewhere else. Okay, I wrote down here when I went to the bank, I took out $520. Let me see what I did. So minis is 50, and then where else did I change? Oh, I think I put it towards credit cards. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so sinking funds, we actually are putting I'm just going to put this over here. 130. So then we did our nails, mini sinking funds. So then we have our little scratch offs. So we have our credit cards, and we're gonna put $40 towards that today. We have our student loan scratch off. I'm gonna put $31 towards. Our Christmas, we scratched off a 5 last week, and then our down payment, we scratched off a 14. Okay, I think that is correct. We will find out because that odd number is throwing, oh, that's a 5. Okay, so I think we're good. So let's go ahead and add these up. Okay, and then I did forget Christmas. We did transfer automatically $200 towards our Christmas savings, and we have that at our high yield account. So that equals $770. So let's take $13.94 minus $770. So that equals $624. So $624 to go down towards our debt. So we have our balance transfer card that's getting $150, and then our Chase card is getting $450. So if we add those together, that is $600, and that leaves us with $24 kind of just in a buffer. So that is our plans for this week. So for our cash stuffing, what we have in cash is our spending, which we already put in our wallets. And then we have all of these are in cash except for Christmas. I already did that transfer. And then our debt transactions, I already did those transfers. So I'm going to go ahead and get the cash out, and then we can put them in my binders. Oh, and I do have 2 H-bucks to add. So I'm going to leave these on top to make sure we add them in first, so I don't forget, you guys. So I do have a lot of change just so I can put it towards like my mini Mondays. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. My Etsy supplies, I left in the bank, so I don't need cash for that. Let's go ahead and go to this is like my high priority, I would say. This is my low priority. I did have to switch my binders out because my other one was getting way too overfull. This dashboard was from Taylor at A Little of It All. She gifted it. And then this is a new dashboard. I have my new mini Mondays, which you would have saw on Monday. So I think this is so stinking cute. And I do have cash in here from my Tinies. I did just get rid of my Tinies, and I just put the cash in here for my Tinies. So don't be mad that I did this off camera. So for our minis, we have $50. So let's go ahead and take out the H's. I didn't even check these for H's. Girls. Okay, let's go ahead and see if there's any H's. Out of all these ones, no H's. Okay, let's go ahead and do 30 in ones. No, let's do 20. Okay, so we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50 going into our mini Mondays. So this will be a nice stuffing. That'll be exciting. Okay, so then our sinking funds savings is getting 130. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. That's a nice mix, I think. Is this open? No. All right, this dashboard is from Taylor as well. Nothing is going towards our pups today. So we have our H-bucks. So this is going towards our house savings. Once I get this filled in, I will bring it back to the bank. We have $2. And let me go ahead and grab a marker so we can color in 2 more spots. And this is from Budget with Carly, available on her Ko-fi. I'm just going to put the ones in front of it, so if it marks the ones, I don't care. And this is going to get stuffed. Okay. So I think that is it in this binder. Okay, so this is my, kind of like my low priorities. Okay, so what do we have this week? We have our nails. So nail story. So I can only get my nails done on the weekend because I work 9 to 5, and I get the builder gel, and a lot of the girls don't offer like night appointments like after 5. So I have to schedule it on the weekends. And my lady who did my last set of nails was booked until like the end of September, and I got them done at the end of August. So I was like, well, I can't wait that long because my nails grow fast. So I booked with someone else, first time going with her. I had an appointment. So today is Saturday when I'm filming. I had an appointment this morning at 8:30, and she texted me at 6:30 to let me know that she had a family emergency and had to cancel, which is fine. I get that. But so then I'm just bummed because, yeah, I'm just bummed. So we have $100 to go towards our nails, but I already did. So I did buy some polish. I already forgot the name. I'll put it on the screen here. I saw another budgeter. She uses this and her nails look so nice. So I'm going to try to spend a little extra money, get some nice nail polish, and see if I can just do it at home. Like, I won't get like the French tip, obviously, but if a nice solid color, I would like that. So fingers crossed, I'm going to try it. I did spend $60 on it, but I mean, hopefully, I think it'll be worth it in the long, because I spend $60 to $100 to get my nails done every 3 weeks. I mean, that's an expensive habit. So let's go ahead and go to our nail fund. I think I have money in here. I have $60. So this will pay for the items I just bought. And I'm going to change this to like say my name or something. So this will be like my Katie envelope. So that means we have $100 that we can put somewhere else. And I don't know what to do with it, you guys. I think I might just put it towards debt, to be honest. So let's go ahead and go to the back, because I think we just have our scratch offs anyways. Okay, so we have Christmas, and I don't think I want to put it towards Christmas. I did update my tracker from the $200 that we put in there, and our goal is $3,000, which is crazy. Hopefully we make it. So I'm thinking I'm going to put money towards my credit card debt. We have a $50 spot, so I might go ahead and do that with that, and then put $50 to my student loans. So let's go ahead and do that first. So we have 20, 40, and 50. And I need a marker. I was going to do these every different colors, but I don't know if I like that, you guys. But I'm already committed to doing different colors. So at least we got a big 50 out of the way. And then for this week as well, we are adding, I think, $40 in. Yeah, so we are adding $40 as well into here. So we'll do 20 and 40. So let's go ahead and let's get my calculator, because math is hard, you guys. Well, 15 and 15 is 30, and then we can do the 5s. Okay, math wasn't that hard today. So let's do 15. And let me find some different colors. Okay, so let's go ahead and count this up. So today for our credit card savings, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, $90 that we are adding. So then once this is completed, we'll have $500 that we can put directly on our credit card. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, and 190 out of 500 saved. So that is super exciting. I do have these $2 left over. I think they were from a savings challenge, but I'm just going to put them towards my student loans. So don't judge. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the beginning. So we have our Christmas savings. This is from Taylor at A Little of It All. It's super cute. We are adding a nice $5 bill in this week. And that was because I did not get paid for my 9 to 5. I get paid bi-weekly. So I didn't know what our budget was going to look like. So I was not upset with just a low number. So let me go ahead and scratch this, finish scratching it, and do the next one. Okay, that was 8. Let's go ahead and do the other one as well. So we'll do 2 next week. Perfect. So that will be $11 going into here. But right now we have 20, 30, 35, 6, 7, and 38. So I think I messed up somewhere. It's 20, 35, 6, 7, 8. But yeah, so 11 is going into here next week. So we already did our credit card. So our student loans, we're actually finishing this one off today. So we need, let me grab my calculator. So all of our blank spots is 2 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 9 plus 3 plus 3. So $31. I just want to make sure my math was correct. So 31. Oh, let me save those 2's. Okay, so we have 31 going into here, and this is complete. So I'm going to take this out, and then next week I will have a new one in here, you guys. And then let's go ahead and give this a count. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm just going to do 105. So I'm going to add those 2. So we have 105. So I think I might save this with my end of month allocation because I don't have a lot for the end of the month. So let me go ahead and grab a paper clip. And on the back, I'm going to say student loans and 105. Beautiful. And we do actually have an extra $50 for my next one. Otherwise, I can just put it in my student loan envelope. I'll do that. So I need to get a new challenge for my student loans. And then we are finishing this one, which is 14. We have 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this one is complete, and this is down payment. And let's go ahead and see what this saved us. And I will save this for the end of the month as well. We do have money in the bank. So this saved altogether 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Ooh, that is super exciting. So we have $50. So let's go ahead and paper clip this. And then we can start a new challenge on this one next week. And then we have our student loans. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Perfect. So I'm going to put $50 in my student loan envelope. And then I can color in these 2 spots. We owe, I think, a little less than $280. And this is my last one, you guys. So that is super exciting. I'm hoping that at the end of the month, we have enough to pay it off because we already have 105 completed. And then we have our mini challenges and just everything else. So hopefully we can get like $200 and pay this off. But yeah, I think that is it. I will find some new challenges to put in here. We have the one for student loans and then the one for down payment. So that is super exciting. But I believe that's everything. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do, please give me a big old thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you like these little check-ins and routines. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.